Welcome to our weekly discussion of all things current in California politics. I'm Walt Gray. This week we're joined by reporter Emily Hoeven, a political expert for CalMatters.org. Emily, nice to see you again. Welcome back on this weekend. We've got the session is back in. There's a lot of bills to be discussed here and decided. What are some of the hot button bills, as you might say?
So lawmakers are actually going to weigh in on more than 1,200 bills before the session comes to a close on August 31st. And some of the main ones that we're watching over at CalMatters deal with abortion. Obviously, following the U.S. Supreme Court ruling, lawmakers are considering about a dozen bills to expand access and strengthen legal protections here in California. There is also a bill dealing with concealed carry gun rules. There was another Supreme Court ruling that expanded gun rights. And so the California lawmakers decided to basically comply with that ruling, but also try to make those rules even stricter at the same time. So we're watching that. There are a couple of high-profile social media bills that would allow public prosecutors to sue social media companies for intentionally deploying products that they know will addict kids. There are some criminal justice bills, including one that would restrict prisons and jails' ability to keep prisoners in solitary confinement for more than 15 consecutive days. And those are just some of the main ones that we're watching. And also there is a COVID vaccine bill that would allow kids 15 and older to receive vaccinations of the coronavirus vaccine and other vaccines without parental consent. So those are a few of the main ones that we're watching.
You mentioned COVID. It seems, of course, we're still dealing with that. And now monkeypox. Is this going to be a county by county procedure going forward, with counties having to figure out how they're going to deal with this? Is it going to be statewide? We have San Francisco and LA counties already a state of emergency.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because San Francisco was the first place to declare a local state of emergency for monkeypox, which basically allows for them to streamline their response and access more funding and things of that nature. And then a couple of days later, California public health officers had a conference call with reporters, and they said, we don't quite think we're ready at the state level to declare the state of emergency. But then on Monday, Governor Gavin Newsom said, nope, we are in a state of emergency. And basically his declaration allows more types of healthcare providers to offer the monkeypox vaccine. It also streamlines the state response with federal and local agencies. And so it will be interesting to see if other local areas also could declare their own local state of emergencies, because obviously we have a statewide version, and then also 2 other areas have called it. But I think at this point, there are also questions about the practicality of that approach, because it's one thing to allow more people to give out monkeypox vaccines and administer those to Californians, but the fact of the matter is there are just not enough vaccines to go around. And so increasing the number of providers before there is enough supply, I think it will take some time for us to see the effects of these emergency declarations.
Yeah, all good points. Emily, thank you. Good to visit with you again. CalMatters is a nonpartisan news organization explaining California policies and politics. Find their work at CalMatters.org. You can also sign up for Emily's newsletter there.